panicking. Finger on the button, just pointing out my advantages. Dancing with your dreams, I focus the beam. Anakin, steady as a mannequin, standing stiff as the planet spin. Camping in, out of your mind, woke in the ambulance. Did his best in there with a champion.
Champion! We remain here. It's your boy Jay Black, AK Black Man. Shake my hand. We got Miss Rita Puffin Loud in the building.
How you feeling
Shake my
today,
hand.
sir?
I'm feeling good. Mr. Anwar
How you
in the
feeling,
building.
man?
I feel alright. You know, we're fresh off the event. Ultimate Madness 5. Takeaways, anything y'all want to, jump to first? That y'all saw, that y'all liked, y'all didn't like? Was the event good? Was it bad? Talk to me.
So
It was fire.
I'm about to say, yeah, because it's
From
two
being
different
home,
perspectives.
event was fire.
You usually have to in the building, Rita. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. I'm being a square this year. Don't mind me.
So how was it for? Because like in the building, the intermissions aren't that bad because gives a chance
The
to sit
intermissions actually weren't terrible.
Okay.
They weren't terrible. I mean, I think it was like the last intermission that was like, oh, come on, because we thought we were getting an announcement, number one.
I thought y'all was too.
I was waiting on that announcement.
I'm looking at like
I'm
this
like,
house
they
was
can
right
at
there.
least
I'm
give
about
us
to
the
say it.
trailer. Then they like, oh, we waiting for the trailer. I'm like, Derez, email over the trailer. What we doing?
I thought it was
But-
ready. That's my fault.
But nah, so we didn't get that, and then that was basically what I was waiting for, and it didn't happen, and then we jumped right into the battle. But the last one was probably the lengthiest one. So the intermissions weren't terrible.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, everything else was cool. The venue was cool. It's weird. Like
The venue was cool.
it was cool, like just cool because
It was cool on camera.
Oh yeah.
It looked good on camera,
Yeah.
but
Obviously,
if you were
not
in the
same
building,
event that we seen or the same venue
it
that we
was a
saw the
completely
first
different
week.
venue. But
Yeah.
it was secure though. Internet
Facts.
didn't mess up. The power
Facts.
didn't go out. So
Facts.
I think that's important. I guess
Yeah.
like you need that part.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it was
the
kind
venue, the
of
venue was on.
look a little different. Look a little
Yeah. The pit style, it was weird. That was the one thing that I thought, one thing about the UMs from 1 through 4, the style of the battles have been consistent. We've been in the URL caffeine bubble. So when they said this one was going to be on a stage, and then week 1 was on a stage, and then week 2 we're back to pit style.
And then, but the stage was too high. Though. You seen the stage was like 60s. Like
I was told.
it'd have been like.
I was told. I mean, shout out to the good people of URL and caffeine. They get very creative. I was told they were building a stage. That's what I was
I
told.
mean, that's kind of hard to do. I think they was about to, but it's kind of hard to do in a day.
Yeah.
And make everything fluid.
And that might be it, because in the past they've known that the stage, like what they did for Volume 5, they built that stage. I mean Volume 5, Volume 9, whatever one Surf and Twerk was on.
Yeah.
Like they built that stage, but they knew that, a month in
days
advance.
in advance,
Right.
month
So,
in
all
advance.
right. I mean, other than that though, drinks was a little high price. Yeah, man, it was $15 for
I should have paid for that. I wouldn't pay for that.
Listen, man, shout out to
Wings cost like $20.
Yeah.
Eight wings and fries like 20.
8 wings.
And they was wing dings, so it's actually 4
Nah,
wings.
I don't want no wing dings.
Yeah, so but shout out to the good the supporters of the culture. A couple people bought my drink, so that was dope, and it was also awesome to see just people being able to pull up, and I've been telling people, man, just pull up at the door, give them my name, man, you gonna be good to go.
I mean,
man.
everybody was good. Even people that I did the primetime show, or I did my own stream. Like,
Right.
if I call your name, you good. Just
Right,
pull
just
up.
pull up.
Pull up.
That's all you gotta do.
Just saying. But we can get to Elephant in the Room real fast though. And that's Head Ice versus JC. But I think they already released the two
Right,
judges.
the 2 judges.
John Jonathan and Calico gave the battle to JC. That means it's either if Quest or Polo give it to JC, it's over.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't go to a
JC.
fan vote.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So, but it was dope. I like the fact. What I can tell y'all is, there's little clips out there on 15 Minutes of Fame. The style of it, because at that point, shout out to URL. We was outside again. Venue saying, "No, y'all gotta go." So we was outside, like the parking lot. The sun was setting. It was literally like a gravel parking lot. So like as they're doing their motions and stuff, like little dust clouds are forming. It was a really dope look. And shout out to JB, Black Market Media. A lot of times you get these guys who get into these positions and they have a team and they're the director, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
JB was the one that
Stepped
actually filmed that battle. Handheld camera, just him. Like, so the way that footage
Shout out
looks.
to JB.
Shout out to JB, man. I wanted to make sure I got that out there. But other than that, I think it's a decent battle. You know, we got some takeaways. Hopefully, you know, when it drops, we can double back and do a recap.
One more time, because we're pretty much done with this topic of Head Ice and Jay. So if you're just pulling in right now, it went down. Obviously, there's footage up, there's photos up. They battled. 2 judges already gave it to JC. Calico and John the Don. So that means if Quest McCody or Polo gives it to JC, the battle is over. There's no fan vote. We still can vote in the chat when
Right.
when they pull it up. And it should drop. You know, we got news from URL and Beasley that it should drop today.
Right.
At some point in time. Don't know exactly when, but it's going to drop today. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think editing in the footage and putting in appropriate stuff in there, it's going to take a little time from yesterday, so it couldn't drop last night like I would have hoped.
Right.
But it's going to drop today. It is.
And that's all right, because this is the thing. I mean, let's
5 hour delay. JC's flight 5, so it brings everything back 5 hours.
And let's be honest. If they would have dropped it last night, realistically, the battle, everybody left, I'd say about 9:30ish. It could take some 2-3 hours. If they would have dropped that battle at midnight last night, the coach
The
would have been pissed
viewership,
about
yeah, the
that.
viewership would have been
And the viewership too.
People
But
would
yeah.
have been highly pissed off because they would have missed it.
Right.
I'm gonna say this though, you know, game 2 of the finals is going on URL, so please drop it like 5, 6,
Okay.
not nowhere near the finals. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because you know we gonna be paying attention to that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we can move on.
Okay.
We can start with Sheed Happens
Wow.
versus True Foe.
What happened?
First of all, congratulations to Sheed. He wound up trending number 2. This is the first battle, first matchup of the night. He's trending number 2.
Yeah.
UN5, the hashtag was not even trending, and he ended up trending number 2.
Yeah.
So salute to him for that, because that right there, you know, you're not seeing that all the time.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And True
And-
Foe trended too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Trufo wound up trending. Fines was trending. They wound up in the number 3 slot throughout the night, but Sheed alone ended up in the number 2 position.
That's fine.
Rita, so how you feel about the battle though?
Get to it.
Nah, she was on another level, and the way he's a breath of fresh air. Number 1, the way he puts his material together is just very different. And
Oh,
once you
definitely.
grasp it, you've got it, and you can understand what he's doing. It's phenomenal. You're always going to be entertained unless he's playing around. But this is 100K on the line.
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing at all
Oh, he wasn't
whatsoever.
playing. He wasn't playing at all.
He was not playing at all whatsoever. His material was just too much. It was just too much. The material, performance, it was just too much.
I think she has performed like that. Obviously, the level was higher. I think the accuracy and the haymakers got up there though.
Yes.
This was energy, the accuracy, the passion, the hunger. Him. People saying he robbed
Robbed
none.
none.
So it's
Yeah.
like all that just fueled into one, and that's the best sheet I saw.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Go
I
ahead.
think that might have been the best she, and you know, shout out to she. I hope that it doesn't take that needling from the fans. And again, the Nun battle. I don't think that they were really attacking him per se, but just saying like you
Judgment.
shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And that fuel, I mean, you know, whatever y'all call it in the Dragon Ball Z comics or whatever, like. He went to that next
Super
level.
Saiyan?
Yeah, there you go, Super
you go.
Saiyan. Like he was like, yo, you know what, like, and I was wondering because I said this when we were doing the face-off commentary. True Foe might have been on that I beat Gichigati high. I beat the 3-time champion of the year.
His feet was up.
I don't think his feet was up because
No,
his material-
literally, his feet was up.
Oh.
But he on the white Air Force, his
Yeah.
feet was up. Like,
Facts.
who are you?
Facts. And so him being on that high, and she being, I guess, basically feeling like, damn, y'all don't even really want me here, kind of thing. Like that fight was really one of them ones. And can we give True Foe his props for his impersonation? I thought his impersonation.
It
of
was
she
hilarious.
Yeah.
That was spot on. Shout out to Trufo for showing his personality more often too, because
even do commentary without.
Yeah, I don't know what you was doing. I was gonna wait actually.
Apologies. Let me just give everybody some trophies over
Yeah,
here.
thank
So just, you know what I'm
look
saying, we just need a few trophies over here. My fault. I apologize, She. I don't know what I was
look
thinking.
at him. Oh,
I got my own.
Trophies, so you know,
I got my own.
Here.
Trophies in the building.
I got my own.
Trophies
Doesn't
on
even
deck
fit in the
for
frame.
win.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but hopefully she's not on a high himself because job not done, job not finished.
Absolutely.
Job not done, job not finished. Because now, 2 judges already said JC. I think his next matchup it's a 50%. No, it's more than that, actually. It's a high chance right now his next opponent is JC. What? JC, right now, in terms of like being a VAD experience, JC is the next most dangerous person. You had Geechee, you had Nitty, and you had JC in terms of the favorites.
Okay.
JC is the last favorite, and you're battling him. Good luck.
I think
Good luck.
one of the things that could separate them a little bit is also what we've seen in this Truth or Battle content. The things that she was discussing in that battle is like, oh, we want to hear more about this. You know what I mean? So content matters. And I can say that sometimes JC just be rapping to be rapping. It could be for anybody. It could be for anybody. Am I wrong? It could be for anybody. So yeah, she keep that content very high, keep us entertained in that way because it matters. He's paying attention to what the streets are saying.
Yeah. Slight mishap in what you said, though. You said.
What I said?
Who was the favorites for the tournament? Who were they?
The favorites, like in
Yes.
terms
Who were
of
they?
vets,
Who were they?
Geechee Gotti,
Uh-huh.
Rum Nitty, and JC. Those like the immediate. Oh, hey, they go.
So it wasn't 4?
Who was the fourth?
Fonz, cut it out. That was always the talk.
No, bro. I'm telling you, the top 3. Chad, my buddy, the top 3 favorites.
All right, so if you're saying 3, I'm saying was there a 4th? Because I think all
I don't think there
4
was
of
a
them.
fourth. Trying to
I think all 4 of them were
I don't think Fonz was
one of these 4 is going to win this all. I think that's what.
Really?
Listen, we don't have to argue. When we get done, we can look at the LTBR because remember they put the.
Oh, so they make the rules now?
No, you make the rules.
They make the rules in LTBR? The guys that took
Shout out
my
to
parlay money?
LTBR.
I think LCBR probably had those 4.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
I think you did too.
Did I?
Probably.
Okay, we'll check the footage.
Yeah.
But again, shout out to Truffaut too. I mean,
Yeah.
he did beat Geechee Gotti to make it to round 2 to rematch with She Happens. And I said this before, his first round was powerful, it was dangerous.
Yes, it was.
Slight stumble, but it wasn't enough shot to Johnson. It wasn't enough to take away from what he did.
Right,
Yeah.
Bar for bar, he was hitting. You probably can say he took that round.
Yes.
But you could probably say she took that round too.
Right, it was the big.
30.
The
was-
battle was close.
Yeah, it was one of those first
first one was
rounds
close.
that's
Yeah,
like,
first one was close.
it's one of those
That's
first
right.
rounds when he started off and he completed that first round, it's like, damn, She, what you about to do?
Right.
And then when
Turn
She
up.
started rapping, it was like, wait a minute here, what we not about to do is,
Yeah.
He
wait.
started out talking about they said robbery bars actually harder when they say you rob niggas. That
the
was,
gate with it. So it's
Yeah.
like, She started off powerful and then just elevated all throughout the round. Crazy. He went crazy.
He got better as the battle went on.
yes, he wrote up. That's for sure. His third round, the way it was almost like counter writing. If you think about the material that Truffaut had, like shout out to She. That is one of those intangibles. Battle rap IQ. The way his round structure was, and the way he wrote up in this 100K tournament, that's something that a vet would. That's the expectation of JC Geechee Rum. Like that's that expectation to know. She being relatively new. I mean, he was just on UM4 as one of the guys. Nobody knew who he was. Now he's displaying some of those intangibles that, in 2, 3, 4 years, now y'all gonna be talking about get him on Summer Madness. We want to see him versus Tay Rock and yada yada yada. So be mindful.
Look how fast they turn too. You know what I mean? They're not saying too much. Was it 2 weeks ago? We had a controversy. Nunu saying, "Is he a star or not?" The question is being asked. And
He's a shooting star.
He's a shooting star. He's a shooting star.
But now the energy's on She, just like that.
Right.
So the same way, everybody's, oh, She did this, She did. You lose, you forgotten within 2 days. Battle rap time span, attention span is
Right.
something happens, it's done. It's done. So
all it takes is that next thing to happen.
Exactly. The next thing is the next round. So She, you gotta come with it next battle too. Possibly against JC. Next up, Fonz versus Real Sick.
Ding ding.
Never been no lyricist, but I be drilling shit well, killing shit business as well. Militant sky's the limit now. My guy, I'm limitless. Tied to the hip is the steel. Timberless kicking his grill. Tripping get killed. You niggas just tip on a date. I pick up the bill. The difference is ill. Matic next to the mill.